Right now, our garage storage situation is questionable. The previous owner built a DIY wooden system that's sagging under the weight, hanging too low, and who knows how much it can actually hold. It's time for an upgrade. In this video, we're overhauling the garage thanks to Fleximounts and their storage solutions to create a safer, stronger, and more efficient garage. Here's the plan. The GL1 overhead lift will serve as a dual-purpose Bronco hardtop hoist and storage solution, making it easy to remove and store the top without breaking a sweat. The 4x8 overhead storage rack will replace the failing wooden overhead storage, shifting everything to a sturdier 600-pound capacity metal rack. And finally, the 2x6 wall shelves will replace the old DIY wooden shelves, providing a sturdier, wider shelf to help create a cleaner, more organized space. This isn't just about organizing, it's about transforming the garage into a space that actually works for our needs. If you're looking to upgrade your own garage storage, stick around to see how these Fleximount products can help you get organized and make your space more efficient. So the first step is we actually have to go ahead and unload this guy up here, and then we can take it apart, take it down, and actually start putting up our new storage solutions.
We couldn't wait to finally free up space in this part of the garage, because working under that old setup always felt cramped.
So we were able to take down the old DIY wooden storage that the previous owner put up here, but now it is time to go ahead and unbox and put together the GL1, which is the lift.
What stood out to me right away was just how easy this was to install. They include a template, so you just tape it to the ceiling, drill your holes, mount your brackets, and you're good to go. It really is that simple. I'll be honest, at first I wasn't completely convinced this lift would be all that useful, but after testing it with a simple storage bin, I started to see the potential. And from that point on, I couldn't wait to see how it handled the Bronco's hardtop. Next up, it was time to install the overhead storage. We positioned it above what would typically be a second parking spot, but in our case, it's closer to our home gym. To keep the space from feeling cramped, we left some clearance from the wall, making room for future gym equipment that might need more vertical space. They do include a template, but it's really just for aligning the 2 holes per ceiling bracket. You still have to measure and mark the spacing between each bracket yourself. We did opt for the lowest height setting, 22 inches. It fit our storage bins perfectly and still left plenty of headroom. Once the frame was secure, we screwed in the wire grids, and it was time to start loading up everything we took down from the old wooden storage before calling it a night.
We're on day 2 of our garage project, and we're going to be taking down these shelves right behind us, which are actually 2 pieces of wood screwed into some mounts. So we're excited to get some actual shelving in our garage.
As we started taking down the old shelving, our plans started to change. Initially, we thought we'd install the new shelves just like the old ones, along the top of the garage. But once we cleared the space, we saw an opportunity to rework our storage setup. I'll be honest, at first I wasn't completely convinced this arrangement would work. We decided to push our freestanding shelves over, making room to stack these new Fleximount shelves on top of each other. This not only gave us more vertical storage, but also left space on the right for future organization. What stood out to me right away was just how easy this was to install. Fleximount includes a template, so you just tape it to the wall, drill your holes, mount your brackets, and you're good to go. It really is that simple. The shelves themselves simply rest on the wall-mounted supports, but for extra security, they provide Velcro straps to keep everything in place. We even added zip ties between the shelves, just to be extra secure. As we started loading up these new shelves, the benefits were immediately clear. All those boxes and camping gear that used to clutter our garage floor had a proper home up high. To maximize every inch of space, we decided to repurpose a partial section of our old wooden shelves, cutting them down to fill an empty section.
So one thing to keep in mind is before you actually install the GL1, you might want to go ahead and pull your Jeep or your Bronco into the garage just to see where a comfortable space is, because we didn't do that, and unfortunately the right side of my Bronco is pretty darn close to the wall. We think it's still gonna work. We think it's gonna work out just fine. But if we had done that, we probably would have pushed the lift over a few inches to give us a little bit more room.
In order to secure the Bronco's hardtop, we used a pair of lifting straps and a pair of heavy-duty Carabiners. We'll have links for these items and all the Fleximount products shown in this video in the video description down below.
We actually have extra space up here to go ahead and store the front 2 panels of my 2-door Bronco. So we're gonna go ahead and do that right now because this guy can hold up to 300 pounds. It's once the pin comes out that it starts dragging. So now that we have our hardtop up, we have to go ahead and lock the motor into place. Now that we have it in the correct position, we're gonna go ahead, grab this, and we're going to pull it. So now that I've actually seen it in action, I am so impressed. This is gonna make my job so much easier when I want to remove the hardtop. I'm not gonna need Devin if I wanna just do it by myself, which is really awesome. But overall, I'm super excited. I do have a hardtop removal cart, but after seeing this guy and seeing how easy this is, the hardtop removal cart is going away. It's going bye-bye. I don't want to use it anymore. All I'm ever going to use is this because it makes my job so easy. Looking at this space now, it's crazy to think how cluttered and cramped it was before. The old overhead storage wasn't just an eyesore, it was taking up valuable space and making everything harder to access. Now with the Fleximount GL1 Lift, the overhead rack, and the new wall shelves, this garage actually works for us. If you've been putting off cleaning up your garage, these 3 upgrades might be exactly what you need. Now everything is organized, easy to access, and no space goes to waste. If you're not sure you have the space for a lift like the GL1, check out our video where we put an affordable Bronco hardtop removal cart to the test. It's another budget-friendly option for removing and storing your hardtop. Let me know in the comments which of these upgrades was your favorite and what you'd love to add to your own garage. Thanks for watching, and as always, we'll catch you on the next one. Bye, guys.